Welcome to the module A Culture of Respect and Consent. This first segment introduces you to the module outcomes we hope to achieve and a brief explication of what consent is. NUS is dedicated to building a culture of respect and consent. We believe that awareness and understanding are essential. Respect and consent are issues that concern all of us. Even if you feel that it does not affect you personally, it affects our community. The following are the intended outcomes for this module. Understand what consent involves and how it applies in friendships and more intimate relationships. Understand the differences between consent culture and a culture where consent is violated, and how our actions can contribute to a culture that values respect for one another. Understand the definitions and NUS policies on consent and sexual misconduct, how to report instances of sexual misconduct and the resources available. Consent applies in any interaction, such as any group activities, photographing others without permission, sharing personal information about others, non-sexual forms of touch, unwelcome displays of affection. Respect is the reason why consent matters. It is the value that binds everything we do or say. We build and sustain a consent culture when we respect other people's feelings and comfort zones. Consent must be offered freely. Consent cannot exist if it results from force, threat of coercion, or intimidation. It is an ongoing process. Consent to one sexual act does not imply consent to another act or to future acts. Consent can be withdrawn at any time before or during a sexual activity. A current or previous dating or sexual relationship does not constitute consent. Consent happens between equals. Consent is jeopardized when the initiating party is in a power position, for example, a professor, employer, student leader during freshman orientation camps. It is always given knowingly. A person cannot give consent when not fully conscious, mentally impaired, under the influence of drugs or alcohol, deceived, or underaged. And finally, consent is always actively communicated. No means no. Only yes unambiguously means yes. Consent is not to be inferred from body language, clothing, dancing, or alcohol consumption.